day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kid team. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Okay, break.
Right back to him on first down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. This defense for the Vikings, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap. And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Oh, yeah.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away in the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Play fake, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career. And that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000. And Troy Aikman,
get out of there.
Winning. Because remember,
Get out of there. Good shit.
Score. Touchdown. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone.
Hey, bro, I don't pick field goals because my goddamn controller fucked up.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
Cousins will try and throw. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So they got the pass there on the two-point try, and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan. And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On second down, it's Gibbs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down. Hooker. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Hooker.
Oh, yeah.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the goal. That first one extra because it was 3rd down. He already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action now. Cousins. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Up the middle, no longer. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. The Vikings are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Cousins on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They're going to run this with a tight end. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
4th down, Cousins. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's fucking go.
Here this half, it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own end.
That was a bad one.
As we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Ah, come on, man. Come on, come on, Daddy.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right.
I guess they gave you that shit back.
Power from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibbs. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play,
touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And it's up and good. So maybe a bit early here to try to match the 2. They're content to trail by 1 at 8-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's another 1st down. It'll be a gain of 21 yards.
The one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Now think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. To throw on 2nd down. Hooker, he's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Vikings are going to take possession on the 36-yard line. Well, Charles, you hate to see this from a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This time they stay on the ground. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So we've reached halftime here in what we saw to be a very competitive first half. 8-7, just a one-point game at intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Pulls it in at the 13. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On play action, Cousins. Got an open man, finding Jefferson.
Stay the fucking
down. Near midfield. And the fighting there. And chopped down up as a game of 35 on third down. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Give left side here for Nwangu. Down to about the 32. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. A third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gibbs, and he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Oh, yeah.
And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
And after all that, they are set up in unbelievable field position. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 75 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level.
Hold on.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Gibbs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up and run the option to the right. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out
Holding
for
something.
Williams.
Give me something.
And he's
Damn
got
it.
it inside the 10.
Give me a holding
And
call,
that's a
please,
touchdown,
bro.
but hold
Thank
on,
you.
there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see
Hey,
what
that's
this is
clutch
about.
right there, boy. That's clutch.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Back to throw. Hooker. He's airing it out for Williams.
What the?
And that is caught.
Oh, my
Touchdown,
God.
Detroit.
No fucking way, bro.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time
I can't do it.
that
Computer
was a
can't
missile
do it.
that he threw
Shit.
into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Cousins to throw it.
Oh,
Bullet
my
throw,
God.
but incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Handoff here to Nwangu. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibbs. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Let's fucking go, baby.
One thing you always see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air. And I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On fourth down, Hooker. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Now a give, right side. Gibbs. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Hooker, flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, yeah.
And the Vikings pick up the football.
Let's fucking go.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know we're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's out right at the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Cousins. Completes this to Jefferson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock running. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, shouldn't we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
What the?
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. You give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute. That should just about seal it. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Will Harris, and he will bring it back. An interception return
really almost
from
every
Lions
drive, nigga threw a
touchdown.
pick on the 1-yard line. Like, oh man, no way I was supposed to lose this fucking game.
Picked up by the offense. This is a live
That's only
ball.
gonna be 2 points.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us?
And now here's another interception.
Okay, like what?
Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception.
I'm about tired of this
Check my
shit
math.
here.
But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Like, come on, bro. He had him beat inside and all. Like,
but the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Lions, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year.
God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo, but they watch you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sakai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, boy, little boy, y'all better get leave me out of the week. Be cool, me and holler on the rest. The hood know you, so we don't borrow from it. Like in on the instrumental, I took back the rub me the keys, rub me the beat, rub me that flow back. The top three, I'm not number one, I can post that. I wouldn't proud the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Rub me the keys, rub me the beat, rub me that flow back. What I'm saying, top three, I'm not number one, I can post that. I wouldn't proud the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. In my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that in 28. Underground tapes, as my ass captain publicist states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, just keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm for killers reside. A wild hood, only knew boom since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible. Look, y'all ain't really bout this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out. Great tits, New York Street, Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Rub me the keys, rub me the beats, rub me that flip. The top three, I'm not number one, how can you post that? I wouldn't proud the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Rub me the keys, rub me the beats, rub me that flow back. The top three, I'm not number one, how can you post that? I wouldn't proud the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again? When it's just a chain versus a change in the game. Yeah. Sound like some big deal. Black people. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. You need a hero like me. Military mind state, and then I keep it in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mecca. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael LaVega. A hero CEO, I will go make hero for my people. Give me liberty and death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, it's a party, alter ego. Put your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Someone motivated, I did not do it for hate. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the answer thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask what they could guard, I was for every to be pure and abroad. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God. As a child of God. Be the black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own God took them from us. Money still be the God we trust. We leave it empty, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? God said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. When even though we dead up. It's got attention. Us we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line. Right, just one time. Unstoppable together at the same time. Same mind. You wanna be high and always above what they lead us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto.
fight to lead and do with the insight to be equal. No, the sky needed a voice to find reason to multiply people in the street for the call. Watching on Washington miners will be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call. Better shield you from them shields that been killing us all. High beams for eyes, the people, the villains in the law. Power of resolution for a war with sword. The knowledge to build and grow and they live and take care of the kids in the older folks. The weaker they live for politics with the kings. About economic growth, community and deep. Cause mental health ain't a joke. Feed the hungry and dope. Everyone would know, everywhere we go. Every hood, every city, every ghetto. See the black superhero. Every rock, every hood, every city, every ghetto. See the black superhero. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a move, give it Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a mini, give it Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, it's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, it's a team that I rep. Came in, it's a rookie now, running like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Then the juke move, Hodgson, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a mini, give it Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a mini, give it Sunday magic. It's not a game, it's not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it brings closer, here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a mini, give it Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a mini, give it Sunday magic. I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I'll be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that belly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Beach on the side like it's ATL. You like it, you tripping, you slugging, impatient, you waiting. Seems like what happened. Good attitude, cause I'm getting mad. You wanna pay 20 minutes and a half. But I gotta get gas on the freeway, set from traffic. What is you doing? We gotta dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch it tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for you. Hell, now stop playing games, girl, and bring your downstairs. Come on, girl, let's go. don't care. Playing games, girl, bring your downstairs.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby fly through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friend, big blinks and snap waist. Yeah, ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give it a spin with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. You okay? And this time she brought friends. Big baby on her way up and shoulders. That's who a man's. Not for Luke, the general. TGL, let's got plans. Yeah. Damn, it's an intro. Yeah, it's an intro. Damn, this is an intro. Yes, it's an intro.
They don't know what they here for. It be coming like this on the intro. What they here for? If they want the heat, no put this info for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out. Put all to get it from my inflow. How you feel though? Cause they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. Can't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust me cause they dumb it. Just worry about getting figures. I'ma say for the biggest. Just go quick to pop it.
Damn, it's an intro. Yeah, it's an intro. Damn, this is an intro. Yes, it's an intro. Damn, it's an intro. Yeah, it's an intro. Damn, this is an intro. Yes, it's an intro.
I'm the page, it's the page, it's the top. And I got it, and I got it. To my way up, go. If I touch it, give me go. I'm the page, it's the page, it's the top. And I got it, and I got it. To my way up, go. If I touch it, give me go. Young and they know I'm crazy. He wanna talk, but he not on serious. I ain't taking nothing from my boy here. I'm the bitch, he heard what I said. Turn out the money, I'm dripping this powder. Got on anything, it's dripping like water. Reaching the but I don't have a daughter. I know he got to pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break. I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time you need a you need to do it. I got him running through it. I'm in music with him now before we talking that I'm waking up and coming through it. Running like I'm running through it. Stand on till I'm stunning through it. I'm the bitch, it's the bitch. And I got it, and I got it. To my way up, go. If I touch it, give me go. I'm the bitch, it's the bitch. And I got it, and I got it. To my way up, go. If I touch it, give me go. Popped out like I'm Yanish. I'm looking really Yanish. I came in and make the shit froze. Pretty with the hell shows. Put my name up like a billboard. Acting something, I'ma let her go. You got a better flow, but she can hang it up to like a telephone. Cause two catalytics, come see it. Yeah, make it, come treat it. Yeah, make it, come beat it. I want to do it, bend the machine up. Jerry be called like the super hero. All the boys, they call me a hero. Then they know what I feel. I'm the bitch, it's the bitch. And I got it, and I got it. To my way up, go. If I touch it, give me go. I'm the bitch, it's the bitch. And I got it, and I got it. To my way up, go. If I touch it, give me go.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah. head and my feet. Right here. This colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow. I don't eat. I'm from the ghetto, baby. See bodies in the street before I could tweet. I came from love. I turned a mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a TED talk with the high and he showed me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling things. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy than it, Queen. Yeah, crazy than it, Queen. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet. Yeah, run up on my mirror so you gon' see. Yeah. I did not chase, I just attract what you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell and Campbell, and still hit this dancing wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mama mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the craft. These love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is about legacy, well, lies ahead of me, helping them get peace with his past. The bitty regular, keep it up pack. 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything on the up. Try not to press till you bring it up. Turn the vision, block opinions, and I can get with think of us. Duck, jab, hooks in it. Through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the mood for my touch, but crazy than they winning. Yeah, crazy than they winning. Run up on my baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet. Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss these blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like Odie Beckham. Haunting up the devil when built like Tiana Taylor and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Sherper. Know there's a disconnect when the streets start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They fear to not united, a legion my soul forever. I murdered my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm stepping whenever I'm in your town. The warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk a much living legend. No time for a live forever. New goals, baby. Got my wrist in these bricks, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this pivot. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gon' introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. Tito, she is pack. Finna, guaranteed, don't move back. Type of view is that on the globe. It's a visionary peeking up the window of my soul. Might just fall back, bend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that. In the mirror, oversold. Call me G's and Ice, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell, getting done. Keep it blunt enough, you can't. Cough drop, tell them hard, where they hell.
Me han encontrado el negrito con los ojos colorados, el mejor de Colombia, los estados, a los que no piensan que yo soy mejor. Tengo todos tus raperos favoritos paniqueados, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos hautados. Acuérdate que él hizo eso, nunca te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. Red dot and break them all with a freestyle. Like both sides de Colombia, oye, keep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody gonna do it now. Uptown, all the way down to the south. Boy, yeah, boy, I'm conmigo. Yo es mi testigo, I'm the one that shut it down. It's the light, through the vision that I had in the dark. Tunnel vision on the bigger picture. When the play the game, but don't never play their part.
keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten the loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle to Bermuda. I can shoot up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's what I discover. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time travel a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Put the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds, the trees, and the morning. Or roll like the storms well under the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm latest ever, my time is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shine in the light. I can make an earthquake nervous. I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise apple see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night is still my breath with the storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I'm fall in the chest. Never no longer nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time travel a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Put the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon glow. I make a big fly. Now move mountains. I would've beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more swords now. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. I do the impossible, impossible. I'm Gonzo, got your best friend hanging out the arm dog. Got game like I'm jumping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Nah, why you dare look in the press? Feel to get up in your chest. While I soak up my success, getting tokens for your threats. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on the stage. Acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with hit, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, but you hands on. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go with your hands on. Damn. The best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings like you froze. And everything around you getting cold. Chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings like I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm Gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on dog. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Mama, girl, you're wrong though. As against the bro code, headed to his home though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae, that's broken to his place. Didn't space, yeah. From then I say it's evidence. You at the game, I love you, need to keep a train. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get too strange. All my anger is a vein. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I won't blow your up, then I again. Go. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings like you froze. And everything around me getting cold. Chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings like I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6-4s get switched. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games, no swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Not for the full chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Cheap. Frosting with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold veins. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the faded days. East Coast, they get that bread. You with you in your dead. The West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got all in your dread.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6-4s get switched. It's not a conflict of interest.
With the business, West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in the trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got it down. She real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby. No witness. This is not even a conflict. You no nonsense. Got it same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, they make a profit. On top. Stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slave, bring out my style, and fat gold chain with an African medallion, hip-hop connoisseur, and rolling Joey Griffin. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent, all about the clout, and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a round-away girl to live with. Showtime at the Apollo. About the bottom. Take two and pour out a little for my you won't live. Just leave a mark.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go ball. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a fatty in a fancy car. Kinda party like a rock star. And play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go ball. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise the ball, how to go long, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up, show out, and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma hear you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go ball. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go ball. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
I just hit it off the top, put it on the road, on the dirt, on the block. We already sold out the way by 10 o'clock. We the streets, better than the middle. When they rush, the what I gotta do, I'm moving with a two. I paid it up.
Tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a fucking coupe. One for me and one for you. Yeah, like what the chain don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm on the noose. Yeah, get a picked up Billy white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't got a lock. Watch the dirty money wet. I'm missing cause I'm off a. Yeah, this bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said, get that dude fuck like a boogie. I like bitches hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just skipped it off the top. Cut it on the road, on the dirt, on the block. I was already sold out of way by 10 o'clock. To leave the streets, fuck it, baby, the middle line. When they rush, come, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two. I paid it up.
New toy, convoy, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. Let 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. This gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on it, my boy. And I can send it in the text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, time to connect, my boy, off the top.
I was already sold out of way by 10 o'clock. To leave the streets, fuck it, baby, the middle line. When they rush, come, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two. I paid it up.
Boys make major moves. They're the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment. Told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. So we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Face on my soul, that's a big climb. Feel my flows unshakable. Run it up. I cannot cut it. I need it. I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting. I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I hunger the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. I've been a Raven, we laying the stars. I made it happen of bars, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a ride, that means quiet. I got the candy gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't never get tired. Cause I've been left behind, I had to get right. Waiting on the side, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me.
see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. It's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo for so photo Jimmy. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go get up. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, and go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo for so photogenic. All my life I've been a go get up. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, and go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo for so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go get up. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, and go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo for so photogenic. All my life I've been a go get up. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, and go get it. Photo for so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go get up. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, and go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo for so photogenic. All my life I've been a go get up. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, and go get it.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, check out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb, it's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making it kill. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause go ultimatum. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Left tongue flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm ain't bending them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'ma on them, it's like my keys drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts are keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not in it. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. Diamond D's, all these, I call them biblical. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, 8, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat it.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer, that's my mom's name. I create and find change, my mind frame ensures that forever I reign.
see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad when I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on the giddy. He only two times full of out like a lack call on Ricky. Honestly, it ain't no pep in it. You know we no pep in it. I like for a second it. I'm bad. Stop hating, it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leave him on right like I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, he sending me talk from a sick day to be when I keep to me. My check don't discriminate. They take the pockets and you talking big to me. I just be having my way. Only kill up with a pace of a say. Earth you wanna be. Don't got no flip. Rag on no petty. Unless I talk with that on your hip. You ain't gon' rip it up. Pop it. Them did it like some real benefit. Let me dumb it down. Benjamin. But these we not a privilege. Really bad. Looking so innocent. I see predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad when I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on the giddy. We only two times full of out like a lack call on Ricky. Honestly, it ain't no pep in it. You know we no pep in it. I like for a second it. I'm bad. Stop it, it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leave him on right like I see no biggie. Coming Hillary stairs and dance. Making moves like I'm hot in the shake. I'm gonna keep it out, pop out his blacklist. Run on my now, I'm trying to look. You do not cover me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you come in and jump under me. I'm with it and rings and wild. I done text and call. Run me that making no sense at all. That bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go super go dumb. Tell that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on no throne, you taking none. You bragging on pants, I'm making for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad when I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on the giddy. We only two times full of out like a lack call on Ricky. Honestly, it ain't no pep in it. You know we no pep in it. I like for a second it. I'm bad. Stop it, it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leave him on right like I see no biggie. When I get that daily paper, stop playing me. First off, let me pop my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack. Read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it. That's why I wanted to get it. That's embedded. You get it, treat it like a law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Last laid the canvas and I painted over with. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself. Count up the 2 chips. Got it. Make some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Try to sing my shit like the panic and leave me for Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that it's built like a Maserati, overfolding like origami? What? I walk the walk. I talk the talk. I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how they just happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Make some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if you getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like I mean to everybody, this is not 101. Up in the club, throwing the cookies like hate it and love it, I just can't get enough. Labels keep calling me, I said move if you call me please. Oh, it don't even bother me. They said, oh my apology. They keep calling and calling. I keep stalling and falling. Rookie of the year, my career's no falling. Got it. Make some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest.
I told my boy, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limit.
Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Trap, I was messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I threw out the engine. I can't be too little ever since the beginning. I play opposite D, I might switch my position. But mama was thirsty, so I had to quit. I'ma drive real fast, but you know I should quit. Just like Travis Kelce, I be having emotions. Just like the lamb, I ain't know I'm exploding. My heart cold, back, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We run the street, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be passing it over. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up in practice early. Going crazy, I just real majority. It's the first half, and we done tried 30. Give up the score on the boy. I told my boy, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, Bama's on them dance. I can hear the music playing with the band. Crowd going wild, fast in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I'm telling my vision. You young, you should get like me. I got no shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's bad, you go where it's safe. You know how I play, I get you a sack like Frank. You can teach my new fire, I turn it up hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights, I'm shining so bright. Body and cover my face. You see me working, I'm getting it done. And soon they be feeding me grapes. I told my boy, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. My name when I walk in the field. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my band had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a real. I caught a TV, yeah, right off the middle. I'm speaking thanks, boy, you tell it real. Hang with the gang, so we had to see it on real. I'm in LA, right around and around. My dog just called, say you finna touch down. When I call up, you won't hear a sound. Hold up, money collar right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All of these days, I'm 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. I told my boy, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Turn down right now, right now. Two don't make better get around right now. Hey, I'm turn down right now. Two don't make better get around right now. Yeah. You bring the presence of the realistic to the bitter learned lessons. Since the days of my adolescence, on the side of block, young buck homeless. Like we knew it all, not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. Remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater, let them like the in my paper. They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Q-Bone staying with the lips. Really became a boss many years back when I'm gone. Give me put your tears back. We put the bang and produce the. You got no chance of hanging. Hey, take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crash through the border. Like a rhythm hit 'em, like a rhythm hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, let's just system, let's turn it up. A little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down. Universe is down when we move the pound. Take a look around when we touch the town. Knock the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools. Had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. We got another world tour, touching every shore. From Cali to Singapore. Every day I'm seeing more. Successful as we rock up tempo instrumental. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together. Now we one time. So let the rhythm hit 'em. Let the rhythm hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, let the sound system turn it up. A little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up.
take her home. I haven't been a con whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm like a killer clone. Coming in strong like tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating this a party when I come to town. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mine. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you like a bitch now. Oh, everybody at the different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new. When they know I've been around, got a fake smile on your face, cause you been a clown. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it down. Mike J hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Tell me, yo, when I'm on your speaker now, cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating this a party when I come to town. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and cousin out. Yeah, you in the leave between who can ride a tear out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, the only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once you say it out. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet, they know who they appeared out. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear shit out. But I ain't got on top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no time, cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee to get the line. They all talk, dog, it's a room full of brines. I'm guaranteed to me that it's in my bloodline. I'll have the king, make the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making girls cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating this a party when I come to town. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
My day ones, yeah, the best that we did. So you know it's only right, that's how we hit it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Know when you riding, we riding with each other. No eyes, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Know when you riding, we riding with each other. No eyes. Tell them line it up. Like a fourth and one, we sneaky when we slide up. Y'all don't argue with no demons, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Buck one, punch. Get it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake. They ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chip. Ring fingers looking ice. My day ones, yeah, the best that we did. So you know it's only right, that's how we hit it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Know when you riding, we riding with each other. No eyes, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Know when you riding, we riding with each other. No eyes. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through these problems, now it's God what it. We see sleep, breathe this. Wait till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to leave me. Yeah, they grinding, but we grinding this dick. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Better not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the gold off in that pocket. Oh, she was he riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones, yeah, the best that we did. So you know it's only right, that's how we hit it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Know coming for everything. Good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level is legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The ball falls, you know the pin and the speed bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, but I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Next level. Remember me. You see the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You see the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. Chat about talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the ring story, get AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Remember me. You see the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You see the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything.
Made up my mind and no matter what I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot.